I am so excited to try out my new video system and wanted to share the process that I use to create a duplicate of a background color that I can use for matting some prints that I've pulled on the jelly plate. So I thought I'd begin by sharing this card, which is from my mother, and she was an artist in the 60s, and this is a block print that she did with, the carved linoleum. So I brought that card into my Silhouette software for my Cameo and came up with some templates and some masks, and then have since created these beautiful gel prints. But I am challenged to find the right color of matting to put behind them. Cardstock or paper, it doesn't matter to me. So I found this beautiful iridescent pearl titanium is the name of it at Craft Warehouse. And I felt like these prints looked nice with this color. And I have a huge variety. My sister and I were kind of drawn to the golds and the blues. So this is how I do it. So the three colors I've chosen are the Deco Art Pearls, and I'll lay that down. And I love this black. It's just Golden's Carbon Black. And I find that black is a deeper black if there's just a tad bit of blue in it. So I love Anthraquinone Blue. These are all golden colors. And then the trick with this one I have discovered is it goes on pretty thick at first, but you do need to blend it. This particular one, I don't want the typical streaks. And I'm having some challenges with my plate right now. It's blooming a little bit. You can see right there, but that gets better when you remove some of the paint. You can tell you have too much if it just kind of smears as you try to roll it. Oops. I have a very crowded space. So I continue to brayer this, pull off excess paint, brayer, pull off excess paint, and it's now beginning to be where I want it to be. You get a feel for it. And I'm trying not to get too many streaks. So this is looking good for me. And I'm going to pull it onto white paper. Sometimes I pull it onto black. When I've done that in the past, it gets a little bit lost in there. So this is white printer paper, copier paper. And there's something very satisfying about how the plate feels under your hands. Burnish it well. Some paint pulls better than others, but I've had good luck with this. And remember, our target is to try to replicate this piece of paper. And you need to have paint that has a little bit of sheen, but not too much. So then you pull your print. This one is a little bit blotchy. If I really, really wanted to, I could put another really light coating of black on there. Let's just see how this looks. I happen to have some high flow acrylic that I bought, not really knowing what I was doing. When you're gel printing, I don't think the best results come from having a really thin paint. So this one, again, I want it to be real thin because all I'm trying to do is get a sheen over the top. That's it, just for that final finish, to see if we can replicate that piece of paper. And continue to take off paint Again, if you feel that smear, you've got too much paint on your plate. Light pouncing motion, looking really good. I'm gonna pull that baby. Let's see how it goes. And this is also that my sister and I can do cards on behalf of our 97-year-old mother, and that tell a story. And I think that being able to tell a story in your art is the most fulfilling aspect of the creative process. And I think people feel connected to you, and they can feel connected to the process when they know that there is a story behind it. So look at that. It's stunning. And then look at how it compares to our paper. Pretty darn good. So that's an example of how I've worked to replicate colors. And it's all about layers and getting the right consistency on your plate. Thank you very much.